Hi, ladies. So sorry I couldn't be there with you today, but I hope that this recording will do and get you some great information about going for no. So, about this time last year, I think it was, Lindsay Tanner, my upline, had challenged me to go for no. And that's hard because none of us like to hear about no, right? We all want to hear the yeses and the good stuff and keep moving forward. But in all actuality, we can't move forward without going for no. So, with little prompting from Lindsay and my accountability partners, Brianne and Natalie, I went for no. I tried some new things in my business. And because I did not let those no's get me down, I have more than doubled my business every month in the last year. If you have not read this book, Go for No, it is a super fast, easy read. It's enlightening and it will change your life and it will change the way that you look at things. There's some really good information on TOT, so also look at the 31-minute calls on TOT. But I want to read you a little bit from this book, and I'm not going to bore you and read you the whole thing, but I promise it's a quick book. So if you don't have it, order it on Amazon, or somebody local to me can borrow mine because it's really that great. So in this book, Go for No, this gentleman is a salesman and he goes through multiple different things as to how life just kind of happens and you think you have all the time in the world to hit that incentive, and then bam, it's the end of the month. So this was at the beginning of his sales career where he is a clothing salesman. His name is Eric, and he like his big district manager comes in and he's so excited because this really nice dressed man comes in the store and he has the biggest sale of his life, and he thinks the district manager is going to be super impressed. So in walks the finely dressed gentleman who announces that he wants to buy an entire wardrobe of clothing. Within 30 minutes, biggest sale ever, certain that Harold would be impressed. After the customer left, Harold finally sauntered over and nice sale, kid. My chest puffed out with pride. $1,100, I proclaimed, but Harold just stood there and didn't seem overly impressed. Finally, he said, I'm just curious, what did the customer say no to? What do you mean? I shot back. That guy just bought a suit, sport coat, 3 shirts, 6 ties, shoes, socks, a belt, and underwear. What do you mean, what did he say no to? We've already established what he said yes to. What I want to know is, what did he say no to? Nothing. The customer didn't say no to anything. So then how did you know he was done? Customer didn't end the sale. I had. The customer had hit my mental spending limit. I realized that I had never spent more than $1,000 on a shopping trip ever. So when anyone went over my mental limit, hey, they're done. Salesperson never decides when a sale's over. The customer does. Eric, your fear of hearing no is the only thing standing between you and great success. So I think that really has a lot to do with us because we don't want to hear no. So we stop the sale. We stop where we think the customer is going to stop instead of letting them decide that. An analogy that I have heard many times and have said many times is when you go to dinner and you are stuffed because you just had an awesome dinner and the server comes over and asks you if you want dessert. When you tell her no, do you think that she goes back in the back room and starts crying because you told her no? No, it's just her job. She's offering you because that's her job. It ups the sale. That's the same with us upping the sale with embroidery or asking them if they need a wristlet to go with that new wallet. So it's your job to offer. It's their job to accept or decline. Okay, so one more thing that I want to share because this is also very, very important. And again, we don't like to hear no, but if we don't say what's next after that no, how are we ever going to know? So it says, where am I at? We can never let the word no devastate us. Think for a moment, what if a doctor didn't want to hear no? Every doctor knows that eventually, someday, they're going to lose a patient. Now, what if every doctor, when they finally did lose a patient, said, That's it. I'm done. I failed. I throw in with the medicine. I'm done. What do you think is going to happen? Eventually, we're going to be out of doctors, right? Well, that's why medical school, every doctor is taught the magic word they need for when they lose a patient so that they can pass the pain and keep going. The word is next. When a doctor loses a patient, they must be able to focus on their next patient. They must be able to move on. It's the only rational approach. But what do most of us do when we have failure? We analyze it, we languish over it, we let ourselves get buried by it. When what we should do with something that doesn't go our way is simply say, next, and move on. So I am challenging you ladies to go for no. Set yourself a limit. Do 31 no's a day or 31 no's this week, but I want you to get up to 100. Try getting 100 no's in the next couple of weeks. It doesn't have to be in one day or one setting. Just keep track. If you need a sheet to keep track of it, I'm sure that some of the other leaders have one. I have one I can share with you. But go for no, because you will be really, really surprised at what you're going to get out of that. When I did the challenge, generally speaking, when you go for no, you're going to get 1 out of 10. And when I was done with my challenge, I was getting 1 yes out of every 8 no's. So my odds got even better. So I love going for no because it's going to increase my paycheck. And I like having a paycheck so that I can pay my bills and do improvements on my new house. So good luck, ladies. I can't wait to hear how your challenges go. Have a great day.